Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. Once again, we're here on the official Dragon Ball Sparking Zero English website. I kind of went over this a couple days ago, however, I was on autopilot mode and I was just focusing on the brand new HD screenshots that we got from the recent Power vs. Speed trailer. I completely skipped over the official accurate character names because usually when I go over the character list I use the Japanese Sparking Zero website, of course Google translated via the web browser, and they're just not as accurate. For example, it does say Goku Z first half, which to be fair we all know what that means, you know, Goku early, going based off the classic Tenkaichi series. But once the official Sparking Zero game does drop and when we go over to the roster select screen, the names that we see there, I'm assuming, are the names that we have right here, because again, this is the official English Sparking Zero website. And this is extremely important because we do have some clarification on some of the character names, and I think some insights of potential future characters that might be getting revealed soon, or at least have a chance of being in the base roster. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like on the video and let's hop straight into it. So we do have the characters that we already know. Goku with the Z early, Z mid, and Z end variation. Then we have Goku Super with all three of his transformations: Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue. Or I guess they're calling it Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, which is of course the same, just different name, whichever you prefer. Vegeta Z Scouter and his Uzaru transformation. Next we have Z early Super Saiyan, and his Super Vegeta form. Super Vegeta was always called that. It wasn't called Vegeta Super Vegeta or Super Vegeta Super Saiyan, I don't think. Same thing goes for Trunks, actually. His name is just Super Trunks. Again, it wasn't Super Trunks Super Saiyan or Trunks Super Trunks, anything along those lines. Or which I like, you know, have those unique transformations have their own names because they're ascended forms of Super Saiyan. I think their alternate names are Super Saiyan Grade 2 and Super Saiyan Grade 3. And yeah, so I like it how they have it here. Anyway, moving forward, Vegeta Z and Majin Vegeta, again something similar to Super Vegeta. He always had his own exclusive name. We also have Vegeta Super with his respective God transformations. So down here is where it gets pretty dang interesting. As I said before, we do have some clarification. So first and foremost, characters like Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, Majin Buu, Hercule, and Android 18. I'm fine if we only get one variation for those characters. I personally don't think we should get a Z and Super, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're implying here because they don't have Super or Z in parentheses. I mean, Tien has his Super outfit, but his name still says Tien. Android 18 has her Z outfit, but it just says Android 18, so I'm totally fine by that. However, for Piccolo over here, it just says Piccolo with no Z or Super. And if we go back to Tenkaichi 3, Piccolo actually had two different variations, early and the end preset. For Sparking Zero, I'm fine if they combine both of those into one, which I think is what this Piccolo is referring to. However, I still think we should get a Super variation, of course, from the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. Now, of course, all the characters aren't confirmed, so they could technically still confirm the superhero characters later down the line, but since Piccolo does not have Z in parentheses, I think this is going to be the one and only Piccolo in a base game, which means I don't think we're going to be getting the superhero movie characters in base. They could be implementing those guys as DLC, which is totally fine because, to be fair, you know, superhero is recent enough for them to put those guys as DLC. I have no complaints there, but that's just something I noticed. If we were going to be getting Super Piccolo with, you know, potential unleash, orange form, and giant orange, then this Piccolo right here should say Piccolo Z, right? Because going off all the other characters, we have Z Goku, Z Vegeta, Z or Super Android 17, which implies we might be getting a Z variation of Android 17, and that character is not confirmed. So going back to Piccolo, we might not be getting the Beast, or yeah, Gohan, Beast, you know, Power Awakening Piccolo characters in base roster, which again is fine. That's just something I wanted to point out. Master Roshi is actually another perfect example. So it does say Master Roshi, and this is of course the one from Dragon Ball Super when he participated in the Tournament of Power, you know, going purely based off of the outfit that he has here. It doesn't say Super, so if they do include OG Dragon Ball characters, I don't think we're going to be getting an OG variation of Master Roshi, unless, you know, they decide to create one as DLC. But for now, what they're implying for the base game, we're just going to be getting this variation of Master Roshi. Right? Pretty interesting stuff there. Now, we have Trunks right here. Before it was called Trunks Fighting, but now they changed the name to Trunks Melee. Well, again, it was Google translated. Where is it? It's right here, right there. See, it says Trunks Fighting, Super Saiyan, but since we have the official name, it's now called Trunks Melee. So this is important as well. We have some clarification here in regards to Trunks Sword. In Tenkaichi 3, his name was always called Trunks and then Sword in parentheses. However, according to the Sparking Zero list that we have here, he's just going by Future Trunks. So I think my speculation was correct. A lot of us also speculated this, but they're going to be combining both Z and Super into one. And I've said this many times before, we could be getting the original Trunks from Z as a costume preset. You know, the one with the blue jacket where he first arrived on planet Earth and destroyed Metal Frieza with Final Shine Attack? No, Shining Slash? It's like Shining Sword Slash, I believe. Moving forward, we have Frieza from Dragon Ball Super, which, of course, he's going to have his golden form. We just have to be a bit more patient until they reveal that specific transformation. And as we all speculated before, there's probably going to be a Z variation with the classic transformations. First form, second form, third form, final form, and full power final form. Actually, that's very interesting. I really want to know how they're going to word the final form transformation, since it's technically not his final form. We do have golden for the super preset over here, so I just really want to know if they're going to call that the fourth form or final form. It's going to be pretty interesting to see. Next, we do have Cell Perfect form. Obviously, imperfect and semi-perfect are going to be in the game. Which variation is this? So after he, you know, comes back from King Kai's planet, you know, Goku teleported Cell over there, but then he regenerated because one single cell lived, and then he got that immense Zenkai boost. Is that one called Perfect? Yeah, I think his ultimate form is just called Cell Perfect, and then this is his, you know, third form, right? After semi-perfect form. I think that's the case here. Could be wrong. Correct me down below if I am wrong. Yeah, this, so we have... This is what I was referring to at the start of the video. I think we have some insights or a potential tease of a different character variation. So it does say Broly Super, which I've explained many times before. Whenever they do have Super in parentheses, they could be implying that we could see the Z counterpart. So do you guys think it's confirmed we're going to be getting the Z variation of Broly, since this one here says Super in parentheses? Again, this is new stuff, because going back over here to the official Japanese Sparking Zero website, obviously this is DBS Broly, but it doesn't say Super in parentheses. It just says Broly, Broly Super Saiyan, and Broly Super Saiyan Full Power. Very interesting stuff, because going back to what I said before, this Trunks and this Tien are obviously from Super. How come they don't have Super in parentheses, but characters like Android 17, Frieza, Broly, and Goku do? Because it's implying that we're going to be getting a Z counterpart, right? That's not too far-fetched to believe, right? Obviously, I don't want to confirm anything, but we could see Broly Z in the base roster, which would mean we could see other Z movie characters. Hey, Sparking Zero going to be the best game ever. I have to redo my character wishlist video. I kind of combine a prediction / wishlist, but I think I'm just going to be doing a full-on wishlist character Sparking Zero video. That's going to be pretty dang fun. Super Saiyan full power Broly is down here. All the new characters are down here, and whenever we do get the next update, they're going to be putting the characters right besides their respective transformations, and then the new characters down here once again, right? So something interesting is that Broly Super, his wrathful state, doesn't have the specific transformation under his name, but for Super Saiyan we have it, and for Super Saiyan full power we also have it there. So I don't think we're going to be getting Broly's base form, you know, where he's not enraged or anything like that, which is, I kind of saw that coming. That's usually how they go about things in Xenoverse. I've said this before. We just got full power Super Saiyan, and even in Fighters we got his wrathful state. With each super attack he transforms into his Super Saiyan in full power state. Nappa, Berter, Toppo, Jace, and Super Saiyan Berserk Kale. I think it would be great if we get the controlled Super Saiyan variation as well as base Kale. And you know, Caulifla and Kefla, same thing. Hit. So in Xenoverse 2, Hit has the pure progress power boosts. That might be some sort of a technique, not necessarily a transformation. I don't think it should be a transformation, because was it a transformation in the anime? Whatever the anime described it as, then it should be like that in Sparking Zero, in my personal opinion. So this is it for the brand new character roster. Hopefully I explained things with ease, probably not. Make sure to drop a like on today's video and comment down below what you guys think about all of this. Do you guys agree with me with some of the things I mentioned? If not, then be sure to comment down below your theories. And thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next Sparking Zero video. Peace!